What's up, everybody? This is Travis from Candid at the Movies, and we've got Maxtan back in the building. And today we'll be reviewing the Netflix film Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Are you sure it was Pinocchio that we watched?
I don't know what we watched.
I don't know either.
Yes, this movie stars Ewan McGregor, David Bradley, Tilda Swinton, and Maxtan. Tell them what you feel about this movie.
A great synopsis of this movie is, let's say that you were going to go to your grandmother's house, and you go there the same way every day, and one day you went like, hey, I want to just go joyriding. And so you went everywhere. And then you got there, and you're like, okay, that was fun. That's that movie. I felt like I went on this joyride that never ended, and I got lost, and I found my way, and I got lost again, and I found my way.
Yeah.
And then I ended the movie, and it wasn't grandma at the house. It was somebody else.
It was...
And I was confused.
Yeah, like, we're not saying this movie is bad, not at all, but it's not your conventional Pinocchio. It's not the one you got that Mitch watched with Tom Hanks in it. It's not that at all. This is more of an adult version of it, but it's still PG. There's no sex involved in it, but it's got a lot of adult themes that kids probably don't want to hear about, especially when it comes to religion.
Oh, yes.
When it comes to war.
Yes.
When it comes to grief.
Yes.
Death.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff going on in this movie that you wouldn't see in your normal Pinocchio film.
It was a fun ride most of the time. As you're going your joyriding, you will see new things that will fantasize you and not confuse you, but bring you enjoyment and enlightenment, and then you will get terribly confused and lost, and then you will just figure out like, why are we here?
Yeah, it's very strange, but I feel like the Guillermo del Toro feel of it works for the movie more than anything.
It was a good weird.
Yes, a good weird.
A good weird.
Guillermo del Toro. There you go.
It was stop motion. If you had not heard that before, and what they do is they build puppets and they take a picture and they put it as a collection, and then you get the movie. And this was great because at moments you were like, oh, where were the puppets at? And so the Box Trolls, I think that was a good movie I saw that was very similar to that, where you couldn't really tell the difference between the two of them.
It makes sense. I give you that. That's very true.
And the Box Trolls was a movie that was kind of like this. So maybe I'm on to something, and I need to change my movie titles. Please tell me you do not watch that movie.
It's different. Like, I'll honestly say, of the two Pinocchio films that came out this year, this is the better one, but I can't recommend you show this to your kids because
you may cry.
You
may cry, and your mom, and as Pinocchio would say, like, "Why are you doing this?" Like, I don't know, baby. Turn away.
Right, like it's really something that I feel people should check out, but check it out on your own time because this is right at 2 hours, and just like other movies I've watched this week, you're gonna be like, this should have ended 45 minutes ago, and the movie was done.
You remember that joyride? My wife is that person like, well, are we still riding this joyride? Like, it was fun when I started it.
It was.
But I mean, great cinematography. It was amazingly shot. Like production design, I don't know how they did it, but it was some of the best production for a stop motion. You went everywhere, and you felt like you were in new environments. It wasn't the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, the war scene was really cool. You might be a little confused with me saying that, but yes, the war scene was really cool. The water scene with the whale towards the end was really cool. But overall, as critics are having this high on their list, this is just a mention for me for the year. Like, I can't say this is like the best thing I've seen this year. I know it's not. It's really good. It's an honorable mention.
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it.
if you want the emotional response and you want to feel, I wouldn't say depressed, but feel something, this is the movie you really want to see. Because you should feel something at numerous times, from anger to laughter. And we forgot to tell you one other thing. The cricket was not that important. Yeah,
Henry Cricket did not matter. Ewan McGregor is your comedic relief.
Mm-hmm.
So take
it
that.
Was fun though. He is a lot of fun. There are 2 times that you'll see you're like, oh, this is fun. He is fun, and I can see why he signed up for it. So there was a lot of trust that when he signed up for this movie, and once he got the script, I would be surprised if he was a little upset, but he probably had a good time with this.
Oh yeah, he's very short in the story. He does.
David Bradley was an excellent casting. That was amazing.
He kept the movie going,
and you really felt him. If you hadn't seen him before, the TV show The Strain, he was the old man, and he's still old. I don't know how he's still old, but he's still old. But okay.
But Maxton, what is your final score for this movie?
Well, everything put together, even though it did go on this longest tour ride that I never knew I needed to go on. B-. It's just so shot so well. It's just hard not to get over the story. I mean, great storytelling, but it's just.
I got you. I'm actually in the same boat. It's a B- in all honesty. Like, it's good. It did not need to be an hour and 56 minutes. It could have been just an hour 30. The story would have been just fine. The music in it is okay until you get to the end.
Yeah.
That song, as much as it is hyped up, just
why are we doing this? Why?
It had no point. They hyped it up 3 times.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm finally gonna hear it, and then by the time it comes on, you're ready to turn your Netflix off because you're just tired of it.
There is a reason it's on the end credits there, Travis.
Everyone walked out.
It's not a good reason.
But by all means, this is Candid at the Movies. We're going to have Maxton back for some more movies. And hopefully we won't have anything kind of like Pinocchio where we get dragged on by it.
I mean, I wanted to go on a joyride, but boy, did they keep on going. Now I see how everybody feels when they do these long joy rides for no reason. Yeah. But it was fun.
It was fun.
Until about 30 minutes in. And I was like, hey, can we go home now?
But hey, we'll catch y'all on the next one.